Time. Solid. So, I think we're going to do a next generation panel real quick. So if Michael reached out to you and asked you to join me for a next generation panel, why don't you come on and join me? Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on. Solid. Beautiful. Solid, yes. Okay. Yep. Great. Yes. Right there. Solid. Okay, friends, here's what we're going to do. We always have just a few minutes. Yes, perfect. I want to invite you just quickly just to say your name, where you're from, and one interesting fact about you, and let's do it in 30 seconds. Is that cool? Solid.
Hello.
Yep.
My name is Shalom. I'm coming from North Carolina, Asheville. Some interesting facts. I'm a head barista and I work over at D-Time. And for those who don't know, D-Time is a social enterprise that celebrates the youth and adults that have been impacted by incarceration and the youth that are at risk. Yeah.
Sean, how old are you?
And I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18 on December 7th.
Yeah, if you don't mind, tell us your age as well. Thank you, Sean.
Hi, y'all. My name is Joanna. I'm coming from Kentucky. I'm 22. One interesting fact about me is I have the privilege of getting to live and work at a summer camp and retreat center, a United Methodist one.
Thanks, Joanna.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I am also from the central Kentucky area. I am 22. And one interesting fact about me is I spent a summer working in Yellowstone National Park at the Old Faithful Inn.
Thank you, Sydney.
I'm Abby. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm 25 years old. And I guess an interesting fact about me is I was a swimmer for 20 years of my life.
Thanks, Abby.
How you doing? My name is Travis. I'm from D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. I live in Maryland. And one interesting fact about me is I'm a photographer and I'm internationally published.
Hey, Travis, how old are you? How old are you, Travis?
I'm 16.
Come on. All right. Solid.
I'm Emily. I'm coming from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm 23, and I work for the Horizon Texas Conference. It's been less than a year, so I graduated in May. First job, and I don't know, really exciting.
And how old are you?
23.
23, yes. 23. Emily, Travis, Abby, Sydney, Joanna, Sean. Shalom. Shalom. My God. Awesome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I asked Michael to ask each one of them to prepare in 1 minute one thing that they would want to say to all of you. Did Michael tell y'all that? Okay, cool. Not that he wouldn't, just there's a lot going on, and I would have forgotten. Okay. Because I'm 45, so I would have forgotten. Thanks, okay. Here's what I want to invite you all to do in this moment. I want to invite you to do something that some of us call hold space. When we're holding space for someone, we are literally saying, hey, you get to take up all this space, and we are here to observe, we are here to witness, we are here to honor the story, the experience, your perspective. Here's what holding space is not. Holding space is not waiting for your chance to edit or correct. Or, but wait a minute, don't you holding space is sort of I don't want to say passive, it's not passive, but it is allowing these stories to be at the center of the conversation. Some of us do that all the time, and some of us, this is going to be great practice. Cool? So, Emily,
Yes.
in a minute, what do you want to say to us?
Okay, I am like flying by the seat of my pants because I did not know that I needed a minute of preparation.
You thought 5 minutes?
Oh, I knew nothing.
Okay.
I'm just here and I'm happy. So,
Yes!
but I'll come up with something. So, I think the first step for a lot of churches is to like want to promote, maybe not necessarily promote, but want young adults in their congregation. And a lot of churches are there, but they don't really recognize how to like raise up their young adults, or they tokenize their young adults. And it's a check mark of like, okay, we have one person represented, that's enough. And so I think making sure that you are truly seeing your young adults for who they are, their talents, not putting them in a place where they don't fit or they don't belong or their talents don't fit. And then I think just making sure you're really listening. I was active at the Wesley Foundation at Oklahoma State for 3 years, and something that we talked about as an intern group is that there are like 1-second people and 3-second people in times of silence and how long it takes for you to speak up. And so I'm a 3-second person, and there's probably many other young adults who are 3-second people. So when you're in a space, making sure that if no young adults have spoken, sometimes it requires an invitation to speak, and that's okay.
Thank you, Emily. Can we thank Emily? Solid.
Okay, so I'm with Emily as well. I did not know that we had to do this for a minute.
You're gonna rock it. It's gonna be great.
Yes, thank you. I would say that the one thing that my generation has like been opposed to is like being marginalized, like, and that's like with anything, like school, like the church, and like anything, like statistics. Being able to, like, our generation has done a lot that hasn't been done before, that's outside of our means or outside of what society says is our means. So I would say the best way to connect with people in my generation is really, it's so simple, but I feel like it's just through love. Like, what you don't know, or like what you might not be used to, what you didn't grow up doing, just walking with the young people through it, showing them that you're there for them, like, no matter if it's something that you're against or something that you're with. I feel like that'll like create the natural urge for them to want to give back to you. Them just seeing you there, like, what it has been worth for me seeing my granddad in the audience come to all my cello concerts. He doesn't know it, I never told him, but that's like meant the world to me, and I always looked out for him.
That part. Thank you, Travis.
I think a huge thing that I would want you guys to know for the youth is to trust. I know it's really hard and it can be difficult, but there's always room for failure and there's always room for growth, and trusting in the youth and guiding them instead of directing them and kind of making them go a certain direction, just standing next to them and, like I said before, just listening to them. It's a room for growth. It's an opportunity for both individuals to grow, create a relationship, and with the trust, guiding them into those leading positions will then, you'll fix those failures. You'll repair them, so then when you're old, when we're older and we're in those positions, we're confident with what we're doing and good.
Solid. Thank you, Abby. Rocking.
So I thought really long and hard about this, and my brain went like 7 different ways, and I settled on one. So a big question in my very conservative small town churches are, where are the youth? I'll tell you where they are. They are in the place called the Donut Dungeon in Lexington. The Donut Dungeon is the basement of Frank's Donuts, where the alternative scene in central Kentucky gather and has a community, an accepting, loving community where they get to express themselves freely. What are we doing wrong that the donut basement's doing right? That's something I want you guys to think about. Why do the youth in Kentucky or in your town want to go to the basements, to the garage shows, to the DIY venues? Because they find support from their peers to be who they are. If you are looking at me right now and you think this is scary, it gets worse. So, if you see somebody who looks like me, meet them where they're at. Ask them how they sewed their crush jacket. Tell them about what you like to do. Hey, you know, like a lot of kids still like hiking and going bowling and stuff like that. Meet them where they are, accept their interest, accept their art, give them a place to speak. Meet them where they are. Become the donut basement, guys.
Wow. Come on, Sydney, come on.
Much like Sydney, I was thinking a lot about what to say to everybody, and there sure are a lot of you. And I do want to say thank you for there being so many of you, and thank you for being willing to come here and learn how to accept us. Yeah, I think that in a place where not a lot of youth feel welcome, a lot of times I walk into a church and I get these huge eyeballs from the greeters, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, she's under 30. What are we gonna do with her?" And I'm so grateful for my pastor, Teddy, for bringing me here and allowing me to meet everyone. Yes, love Teddy. He got his first tattoo today, maybe by a little bit of peer pressure, but that's okay. But yes, it is, sometimes it's hard to not feel guilty for how the youth have been treated in the church, and it's hard to not look inward to yourself and think, I just don't know what to do. But thank you for being here, and thank you for being willing to learn. And I might get this wrong, but someone said this weekend that you can't expect results when you don't make room for them. You have to create space for us to learn and grow, and sometimes that might mean taking a step back, and that's okay. Take that step back and just watch people grow. Yeah.
Come on, yeah. Thank you, Joanna.
So, from something for me, no matter how ugly a situation was, it never meant that it couldn't be beautiful. For example, my living situation. Before I was with Deep Time, I became homeless, so I was at risk as a youth. So I got introduced to Gene Edison. He gave me a job, and I started working for Deep Time, and I started doing community outreach. I started going to pop-outs, helping out the homeless in many ways and shapes and forms. And Deep Time has helped me out so much, and there ain't no way I could really put it. It's just they changed my life for the better. And I'm eager to learn more about the Heavenly Father and get baptized. And thank you all for coming too. And yeah. What was the main question though? The main point.
One thing you want them to know.
One thing I want to say to them? I want all of y'all to have a blessed, amazing, comfy sleep. And also, did y'all enjoy the coffee by any chance?
Oh my God.
I'm glad to hear that. You got amazing poetry too, dude. Yeah.
Solid.
Anything else?
I'm about to ask a new question. Thank you, Shalom.
Because I really didn't. Yeah.
You're right. That was great. That was great. You good.
But I love to be here. Thank you for having me, y'all.
Absolutely. Okay, friends, a couple rapid fire. So I'm going to ask them to give you a moment to sort of process and then just go. I want you to fill in the blank. When it comes to the church, please stop, fill in the blank. when it comes to the church, please stop.
Tokenizing.
Putting me in a box.
Blocking growth.
Judging.
Being stuck in your ways.
You got one, Shalom? You don't have to. You can pass. It's okay, my boy.
Thank you. I ain't had none. But thank y'all for not being judgmental and still accepting me for who I am.
That's it. That's it. Next rapid fire. The Christian that I respect, fill in the blank.
First time. The Christian that I respect. The Reverend.
I'll give you a little bit more. The Christian that I respect does this, or says this, or
The Christian that I respect helped me get a job, helped me feed my family, and helped me do everything that I got to elevate as a human and as an individual within my space, and allowed me to elevate everybody else around me.
that's super helpful. Thank you, Shalom.
The Christian that I respect has, as the methods say, open hearts, open minds, open doors, but they also take that step to go out the door.
Come on. Ooh.
The Christian that I respect gets their hands dirty.
The Christian that I respect is someone who genuinely creates a safe space for the people around them.
The Christian that I respect understands that the older people and the youth can both exchange information. We can both learn different things from each other.
The Christian I respect is moved by their righteous anger inside.
So friends, we're going to wrap up here. We've held some space for these incredible young people, and you can almost like see the future, right? Like you can see the leadership that is just bubbling up. You can see the potential that just needs space. Some of you might be seeing some other things. You might be seeing the need for growth, the need for training, the need for mentorship. I actually don't think we see that in y'all. Y'all did that really well, by the way. Really well. But Joanna, I think you said it. It is the space to become. And I do wonder at times if what we in our generations forget is that people gave us space to become, right? And we made some mistakes. Just me? Okay, like, took the rough way around. The rough side of the mountain is what the church I grew up in used to call it, right? But there were people who held space for us and probably prayed a lot so that we could be sitting in these seats today. And so I wonder in what ways these incredible young adults are examples of people in your sphere of influence. So I just want to give us a few seconds to think about the young adult that's in our world. The young adult that they remind us of. How will we hold space for them? How will I not just sit in a room and enjoy a panel? How will I hold space for the young adult, the youth person in my world? Let's just take a couple seconds and let the Holy Spirit ask us that. And with that, I want to thank Shalom and Joanna and Sydney and Abby and Travis and Emily for your courage, your bravery, and your leadership tonight. Thank you so much.